Hello everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Fight the Dragon. So this is a game from Three Sprockets, who you might remember, they were the development team behind Cubemen and Cubemen 2 as well. And this is their new game on Steam Early Access. It is available for PC, Mac, and Linux, and it should be available when this video goes up. I believe this video will be going up actually a little bit after the game comes out. And I believe the game is going to be priced at $15 for a single copy. Excuse me. I believe you can also buy a 2-pack and a 4-pack, although I'm not sure what those are going to cost. And of course, as always, it is early access. It is an alpha, as you can see at the bottom. And as well as you can see at the bottom, certain things are very new, such as the network and the dragon. So there may be some issues with the game, and if so, you know, that's fine. It'll happen. That does happen from time to time with games like this that are in alpha. So let me kind of go over what is going on here. Some of the stuff is not totally implemented yet. So like customize is coming soon. I think the loot shrine is also coming soon. But that is going to be a system basically to get rid of your loot and actually get something out of it. So adventures are normal adventure. You can play online, and I know that's kind of something that they're pushing right now. I'm not going to be playing online. I don't actually even know if there would be anyone else on right now, because this is a little before the game comes out. I'm not sure what the Hero's Graveyard is. But I think what I'm going to do is do an adventure map or two, talk about my thoughts, and then actually fight the dragon, because obviously that's kind of the point here. Oh, and create, right. You can make your own dungeons, and that's super cool. That's going to be something that really increases the game's length. So as far as levels, I don't know how far these go out. If they go out as far as they look like they go out, then there's going to be quite a few levels to play. The green ones are the ones that I've completed, so I can just jump into one that I have not. Okay, so we got an easy one. The Cursed Town. You are a traveler that just finished an easy job of seeing to a ship's safe travel. As you arrive in this new town, you smell something foul in the air. Alright, so I am using an Xbox 360 controller, if I didn't say. Alright, so thanks for keeping us safe. That's a typo, that's okay. During the trip, your payment is on my ship. What was that noise? I know you are no longer working for me, but could you please go ahead and see if everything is alright? I will be unloading the ship. Good luck. Alright. And as far as like the controls for the game, it works really well with controller. I haven't even tried using the keyboard and mouse, because I haven't really found a need to. And if possible, I much prefer playing games with a controller. It's just what I'm more comfortable with. So, yeah, I mean, for right now, I'm hoping the loot shrine thing is implemented soon. Just because I've got like a full pack and nothing to really do for it. So, I was kind of going through the community hub because the developers have been pretty good about answering questions so far. And I saw that someone asked if there would be shops, which is something that I was curious about, and there won't be, because what's going to take the place of shops is the loot shrine. So, that is that. Yeah, I probably don't want either of those. So what's interesting is because you can choose the order you do stuff, I think this was supposed to be kind of the tutorial, and I have done 3 other adventures so far. And I should say, as for multiplayer stuff, it also has split screen co-op, well, split screen local. I mean, I think it's all co-op, but so you don't just have to play online. So there is that. That'll be nice. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through the dialogue here and go collect this chest. So, I mean, we've got stamina and health potions, and I'm pretty sure those reset with every map. So it's not like you can just hoard them, which is what I thought at first, but now, you know, after doing a few maps, I'm realizing that they don't, so it's probably better to go ahead and use them up when you need them. And then this is a checkpoint, which also heals you, but it can only heal you a certain amount. So basically, you could think of it as like you're kind of life stealing from the checkpoint. So if I go step on it, it's got 136 out of 150 health. Alright, and I did level up, so I'm gonna kill these 2 rats. It's my special attack. I also have this special attack. I believe that actually uses rage. And then my other special attack as well as my dodge roll both use my stamina. So that is how that works. I can go into the inventory. I'm going to level up my stamina. Going to look at whatever I picked up that I wanted to look at. I don't really remember what. That might be good. Yeah, as far as your items and stuff, it does a pretty good job. Oh, and I'm getting attacked. Yeah, going into your inventory does not pause, and I believe the reason for that, of course, is because of the strong emphasis on multiplayer. So, that is something to keep in mind. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gameplay. This is kind of what to expect, other than the fighting the dragon part, which I will get to. Like I said, I want to do maybe another map after this, and then I will get to explaining what's going on with that. Okay. He's not scared. He was just locked in there, of course. So yeah, I mean, this game does become kind of like a loot fest, and so, you know, if you're not typically into that kind of thing, that, you know, it's kind of something to keep in mind. Personally, I like it a lot. I'm into that style of gameplay. I've played a lot of Torchlight, that kind of stuff. Oh wow, I hadn't seen that guy before. And of course, when those guys blow up into like the voxel flames, and you actually get the same thing with the dragon. Basically every bit of flame that you can see will hurt you. So that is something to keep in mind, is whenever there's fire, chances are you're probably going to take like a lot of damage. Oh, I actually don't think... Yeah, nice. I didn't have a chest piece yet. So, you know, it's not necessary to collect every chest, but there's no reason not to, really. Like, because that's kind of the point of the game, is to collect loot so that you are better equipped to handle the harder dungeons. So, at least every chest that you can find, you should probably pick up. But, like I said, that's about it from a gameplay standpoint. So, from an art standpoint, you know, they've definitely kind of kept the same sort of art style that they used for, like, the Cubeman games, and I think that's fine. I think it you know, it's a nice looking style. You know, everything's made out of squares, but it's also, you know, it's also maybe not, it doesn't look super blocky. I don't know, like some stuff almost looks rounded off a little bit. I think that looks nice, and there's this nice combination of, you know, the walls and the floors basically are made of square, but you know, there's lots of stuff in the environment, like the rocks and the gravestones, stuff like that, that obviously aren't just squares. And you know, it's kind of a nice little combination of... Ooh. Yep, I gotta use a health potion. Okay. Gotta take out this shaman guy, because he will keep respawning skeletons for us, which is never good. But Yeah, I think I made it through that ordeal alright, and there is our key, which, as you can see at the bottom, is exactly what we needed in order to finish the level. So, picked up the red key, open the door, and we will head on through. So that is kind of what a typical adventure looks like. So, like I said, maybe I'll do one more. Probably. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, why not? It shouldn't take too long. Okay, rumor has it that the local orcs are running rampant in the forest. You have been asked to investigate the situation. Alright, so forest time. So, oh goodness. Well, at least the red one exploded on me last time. Yep, there it goes again. Okay, so that's fine. So yeah, you know, like I said, the art looks really nice. I definitely like it. I'm not sure how much you can actually hear of the music. I had it turned down pretty low for the video just so that I could make sure my commentary was heard. But it does have nice music. The sound effects are pretty good. And kind of like my overall thoughts on this is that as far as like the game being in alpha still, everything about it is really nice. It's really polished already. And, you know, it kind of feels like it could already just be like the full game, which is always nice to see from new games that show up on early access. Because that's kind of my biggest thing is with an early access game, I don't want it to feel like it's got a lot of work left. Okay, see, so, oh, there we go. Interesting. Cool. I learned something new. If you use your D-pad left and right, you can actually shift through that list of items that shows up so that you can pick up what you want to pick up. That's really helpful, actually. Okay, so I should explain you can climb. So, there are often things hidden in the environment like this. Oh, can't quite climb that high though. Fell in a hole and couldn't get out. But yeah, I mean overall the game is just like really polished already. Of course, like I said, I haven't played online, so I don't know how like the networking stuff is. I would imagine that if anything was going to be kind of lacking right now, it would probably be the networking, just because that's pretty common even among big development companies. So it would not surprise me at all if the networking still needs some work. And that's fine if it does. That's understandable. Okay, cool. I haven't found too much use for my rage stuff yet. I mean, I use my one rage move every once in a while, but I imagine that it probably takes leveling up a couple more times to unlock more of the rage. And I don't know anything about like a level cap. I don't know if eventually you stop leveling up. That would be, you know, that's stuff that would take a little more time into the game. But, you know, I just wanted to get out kind of my first impressions here, so I don't know everything about the game, and that's fine. Besides, things are going to change. I can pretty much guarantee that. That happens with every game released in early access. That happens with any game that I cover that's in beta or alpha. You know, things change over time. And, you know, that's a good thing. I think that is kind of the reason for the whole early access program, is so that devs can directly communicate with their consumers. Oh, I need to heal. Holy cow. This thing is messing me up. No, you don't. Okay, if I can just get rid of that guy. I'm at full health now. Okay. Then I gotta just take out this ghost guy. Holy cow. There we go. Cool. I'm alive somehow. And as you could imagine, rage builds up from killing enemies. Ooh, I don't know what is up with that red stone. It's kind of crazy. Flimsy sword. Or buckler. Probably don't need that. For right now, I'm not like too concerned about taking the best loot back with me, just because there isn't anything you can do with it quite yet. So, good deal. So that's, you know, an example of a couple of the adventure maps. So, completing maps earns you tickets into the Dragon Arena. And so the way this works is that each player has their own individual dragon. And so, like, you can see I have 5 scrolls, so I can enter 5 times. And I'm rank 35 right now, which means out of everyone, I'm the 35th best on progress of the dragon. And of course, the dragon has 1,000,000 HP, and each time you go in, the damage that you do to it is saved. So you don't actually like lose progress. You don't need to go in and do 1,000,000 HP in one fight. So even just going in right now, I'm doing a little bit of progress. And I will get like 3 lives at this. It's pretty tough. Let me see. Oh yeah, blocking does not help me as much as you would think it would. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep on keeping on here and going for this. I think it's a neat system. I haven't really seen something else done like this before. Not that I can think of anyways. So that's kind of cool. And obviously, like, the more I level up, the better equipment I get, the more I'm going to be able to do against the dragon. Yeah, I find getting to him is like the hardest thing. Once I'm here, I can do a little bit of damage, but a lot of times I can barely even make it here. Oh, yep, there it is. And that'll be that. So, you can see, I dented him a little bit, and I moved up the rank a bit, but, that's pretty tough, but it also gives you kind of a long-term goal to the game, and I like that. So, that is going to wrap up my thoughts here on Fight the Dragon. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty unique. It's got a lot of unique elements. It's really, really good for kind of like pick up and play style games, and I would imagine it also is good for that with friends. You could sit down and you could play, like you saw most of those adventure maps took like 7 or 8 minutes, but you could also easily play for a few hours and be totally fine with that. So there's a nice variety as to how much you can play. So it kind of works for both. You can play for long sessions, you can play for just short pick up and play. Either way is totally fun. And I think it's shaping up really well, especially considering it's still an alpha. It feels really good, it looks really good, it sounds really good, and just plays really good in general. So I would definitely recommend this, especially if you've got some friends who maybe want to go in on a 4-pack or something and play the game together. I'd say give it a shot. I like it a lot, especially if you like loot finding games. Definitely recommended. So that will kind of wrap up my thoughts here. So as always, feel free to comment if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more videos every single day, and if you liked what you saw in this video, please consider clicking the like button, because that helps me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.